Well, good morning to you, and if you're just joining us, we're so glad to have you with us at 6:20 on your Wednesday, and I'm joined by a dear friend right now who's absolutely no stranger to the morning show. Chelsea, Eddy, you've been with us before, and you've been talking about different things about the community, and I love how involved you are getting children fed, getting families fed, being a part of the different cafes around town and things like this. But now you're here talking about something entirely different, but also equally as important. You're part of the Gallatin Refugee Connections. So tell us a little bit about this organization, how you guys got started.
Yeah, so Gallatin Refugee Connections, we're a small group of Bozeman residents, and we're committed to cultivating a welcoming environment here in Bozeman for refugees and new Americans that are coming. Mostly that's been done through education and outreach, so a lot of events, educational presentations, film showings, really just trying to engage the community in the conversation about who refugees are and why we believe they're a huge asset to a community.
And of course, this is a big deal in Missoula. They've already relocated a lot of refugees there, and they're doing a lot of things to get them acclimated in the school system and getting proper jobs and things like this. So I understand next week you guys have a big event.
Yeah, so Missoula is actually resettling refugees, and next week we're going to actually be welcoming 2 of the refugees that have just moved to Missoula, one from Iraq and one from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And we're going to be welcoming the director of the International Rescue Committee in Missoula, which is the resettlement agency in Missoula, and along with Mayor Wilmot Collins from Helena, who is actually was a refugee from Liberia when he moved to the United States. And so they're all going to be joining us at Wild Joe's on Thursday, September 20th at 7 p.m. to talk about their experience as a refugee in Montana and what's that looked like. And you know, Mayor Collins has been here for a while. The refugees that are joining us from Missoula have just moved here within the past few years. So it'll be a wide range of experience of what it's been like to live in this Mountain West state.
I just think it's such an eye-opening experience so many of us are so comfortable. Our day-to-day routines, maybe we've lived here for a long time, maybe we've never left, you know, Montana's our home. And imagine being from somewhere with so much hostility, so much unrest, and you give up everything you have to move to this new spot just to be safe. So I think it's really amazing what you guys are doing. Now, as we clearly are approaching fall and winter, tell us about another way that we can be able to help you guys out with this drive coming up in November.
Yeah, so on last year we did a huge drive to collect donations and supplies for the refugees in Missoula, because they come here and yeah, they don't have access to a lot of winter clothing, and then basic stuff, cleaning supplies, household supplies, clothing for kids, like all of those kinds of necessary things that really eat into a family's budget when they're just starting out and maybe working a minimum wage to support a family of 5. So we're going to be doing another drive for that. We're going to be doing collections on November 3rd. But if you're interested in learning about what we're actually looking for, because there is a specific set of needs that we get from the resettlement agencies in Missoula, you can visit our Facebook page. It's Gallatin Refugee Connections, and we'll be putting that list up probably next week right before the event.
And so Chelsea, also on Facebook, as we head into break here, that's also a good way for people to maybe reach out to you to see if there's a way that they can help. Maybe they're interested. Is Facebook the best way to do that?
Facebook right now is the best way to reach us. Yeah, you can message us. We've got our email on there, and you can also track our upcoming events and then see kind of articles related to Montana refugees and everything else going on.
I love that. Chelsea, thank you for what you're doing. You have such a big heart, and I just love it. Chelsea, Eddy with us here in the studio. It's time for a quick break. We're back in just a moment. Stay with us.